You know what I mean?
Right.
I am can achieve whatever it is that I choose
Right.
to and put my mind
Right.
to.
Right. Right.
There's no barriers. There's
Right.
no
Right.
boundaries. There's no nothing. I just can't have a baby. I can't get to have a baby. That's it. That's about that would be a compliment, but can't do it. So outside of that, I mean, bro, I can do whatever I choose to do. And there's so many people that will sit around and
And blame
act
everybody
like
else.
it's they can't do anything because these people. Hey, let me ask a question real quick, and I'm asking this to help. When you get the notification to be a co-host or a speaker, where does it show up on your phone? How does it show up?
Oh, it comes up and it give you a notification
I
that
mean, it pops up right there in front of you,
yeah,
and
yeah,
and
yeah,
then you
pops up
can
right in
just
front of
press
you.
it.
Yeah. Yeah, you
Okay,
just
all right.
press it. Yeah.
All right, all right. I'm saying it for a reason, but it's all good. So, I want to make sure, what is right for us. I couldn't fit it all in there, but what is right for us? Successful people talk dreams. Do me a favor, everybody. I'm gonna do it myself as well. Take 1 second and hit the share button down below and click share via post and go ahead and share
Post.
this room right now. Everybody, I want to see it on everybody's pages that you have shared the post. It's not going to take you out of the space.
Space.
You'll be able to just click right at the bottom of your screen and get right back in the space if the thing goes down. But yeah, so with that in mind, successful people talk dreams, manifestation, mindset, but we still stuck. Why is that? Why is it that every time you hear successful people, actors, anybody up there who have achieved great things, they always have something to
Hold
say
up,
about
Joe.
dreams.
Joe. We all whenever we talk about success or dreams, I guess I don't like the idea we always go to Hollywood. Man, go to Hollywood or
Well, I mean, and
sports.
that's why I said anybody who has achieved. I said actors or where, and anybody who has achieved great things. You know, when
Yeah,
when when you're talking about a successful person that we hear about, that we read about, and it don't
right.
have to be Hollywood. I don't read Hollywood
Yeah,
stuff myself, but you know when you see that, or when you see a person talk about their success, there's something having to do with dreams, manifestation, and mindset.
and goals and expectations and hard
Yeah.
work.
Which
Okay.
all of those things go back to mindset.
Yeah, I mean, so
So
the problem is that we have to be willing to be focused. Follow one course until successful. That's the acronym I give. If you're not willing to
say that again,
if
because
you
I think you was
are
in the weeds
willing
for a
to
second. Is it?
follow one course
Mhm.
until successful, focus. Follow one course. Follow one course until
Focus,
successful. The acronym for success.
focus.
For focus. If you're not willing to stay focused, okay, then the possibility you're accomplishing your dreams or manifestation of it is probably unlikely. Okay. There's going to be multiple types of things that's going to try to come. I mean, I keep it 100. Being married to my wife, okay, I have dreams, okay, that my wife don't share some of the same dreams that I have, okay. Like one of them, when I first thought about becoming an author, okay, that's my dream. That wasn't her dream, okay. Uh, uh, I had to stay. I wrote my book in 9 months, okay, and I had to stay focused, navigating around all the things that my wife wanted to bring and whoop wop wop, whatever the case is. But it didn't matter. At the end of the day, that evening after I got done, took the time and focused on what I wanted to do. Okay, you got to stay focused on no matter what. Okay, I navigated around whatever. It did not keep me off track from what I wanted to do. Same thing with my lawsuit. I had to stay focused. I shut down everything. I didn't do nothing else but focus on getting that done. Okay, you got to put the time in. Okay, you got to put the time in. All right, and nobody can do that but you. Okay, so what's your dream? What do you want to accomplish? No matter what it is. If you want to do it, you got to put the time in and find out what it is that you want to do. Okay. And Joe, you 2 times, but it's the third time you came with some good titles, man. And this is a a good conversation to have. You know, uh, we have a lot of people on the back end be listening to our shows, but I get a lot of feedback. A lot of people really like the dialogue and everything because we try to have people. And you know what? This is what I'm talking about too. I'm starting to see other people focus in. Have you noticed that too, Carl? I know you up here. Have you noticed that people are changing their topics and thing? When I first arrived here, it was all racially woo woo. I mean, it was every time you saw that with black this, white people this, whoop, wah, wah. I mean, it was every time you looked at something that was on X Space, it was always targeting about some fight against white people, black people, what. I'm noticing now that a lot of people starting to have literally a subject to talk about.
Well,
God,
yeah,
you pick.
I think our people are evolving. I think this technology, which is great, I love it. It brings the community together to talk about subjects and how to move forward
Right.
as a community. So I'm thinking, I'm believing because I'm a hopeful person that our people are evolving because
Yes.
you can only talk about certain things so long and it
Oh
just
my God.
the pendulum swings to the other side and it's just toxic.
Yeah, yeah. And I'm gonna give an example. I saw a
And,
space
and and
that
when you get people like us telling them how stupid it is all the time to keep
I
talking
know.
about that same garbage, then
Yeah.
that probably helps too.
I actually saw something that my ancestors. I just stuck my head in. Okay, I didn't stay long and everything, but I stuck my head in there. But what I liked about it that it was they were having a really good discussion about things that I saw it was meaningful. Okay, and I'm saying that I'm just starting to see that people are having more meaningful and my answers. I don't know if that was a contributor. I don't know what it was, but no one was in there calling one about their name. It wasn't all that calling and shit. It was a good discussion, and I was surprised because some of the same people I've seen other way. It just nobody was doing any of that. They were just having a very healthy, meaningful discussion and everything. And I was very happy to see some of that, man, because it's getting old that this constantly name calling
We
and
we we
using
we
N
we
word
making
and
an impact.
shouting and hollering, huh?
We making an impact.
Hey, and then and what I before I went to bed, I did do. I went to another space. These women were fussing and fighting, and I know who they were. I mean, I knew they were shouting and hollering and calling themselves bees and whoop whoop whoop. This. You know what I did intentionally? I know my name is known now. Okay, I intentionally went in there and said, okay, they let me up, and I came. I said, can we all just try to get along? I said, yeah, ladies. Hey, Carl. I said, like, and they all said, here come followers. Here he come. And I said, yeah, I'm coming in here. I just want to get along. get y'all to, stop fussing at one another and everything. I said, you are all beautiful women and deserving. Why are y'all calling one another bees and all this? Oh, this is why you get in the middle of this. I said, because I want to help y'all change the narrative here. And you know what happened? They actually changed the narrative. They fought about it, but they went ahead and did it. And they didn't push back on me because what? I had earned that right to be able to, because they knew who I was. They knew what I was about. I like, here come the peacemaker. Here he come, followers.
But that's
Come
the thing, though.
on,
Why
man.
does it take somebody else to point out your bullshit for you
Yeah,
to even, you know what I mean? Like, why don't you just be on some different shit yourself? Why does it take
yeah,
somebody else to point your bullshit out for you to
yeah,
act right?
yeah, yeah.
That's
Yeah,
that's 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 the bigger issue.
yeah. I mean, basically, I came in there. I'm gonna use the title as an example. I came in there with a successful idea that I had a dreams, and I just wanted it for them. I mean, come on, man, y'all sitting up there cursing out, calling one of the bees and backwards and forth and everything. Come on, can I? Hey, and I did this. Oh, Carl, I did this too. I said to one of them. I said, I called her name. I said, you see, I like your voice. I like the way you speak. You got a nice, sexy voice. And I said, oh, come on now, don't get it. Listen, I'm a married man of 29 years. I ain't looking at you. I said, so what I did is just tried to change the mode, okay? Yeah, just to get it right. It broke up the ice, okay? They started talking and communicating with something else. I figured I'd done my job. And after I saw them going in another direction, I left. I mean, I just left. I left to let them do what they did. I'm just sick and tired of our people. All they doing it. And these young people, like they don't have nothing else to talk about. Matter of fact, look, what did John y'all talk about? Noise. They're so attracted to the noise that they have no focus on anything else. Golly, it's just terrible. What you say, my ancestor?
You are absolutely right. And yeah. So I have dreams. I'm manifesting. I'm actually working on something as far as I had a meeting earlier today during my break and about getting my own building. Actually, what I want something like commercial as well as residential that I can
Right.
live upstairs and have my business downstairs.
Of course.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, and
Yeah.
as far as the child, the parents came.
Oh,
and-
you got some update? You got some update? You got some update?
Yeah, the parents came. So he's not a single father. They came as a united front, and they're actually coming up with results. Yeah.
So
The
did
parents,
they drop that suspension?
yeah, they dropped all of that.
There you
Hey, I'm
go.
gonna tell you something. I experienced that with my ex-wife. I remember going to my the school during orientation for her daughter's school, and I mean, it was maybe one other man there, but outside of that, it was all women.
Yeah.
And what I realized is when it comes to those type of spaces, they will treat you a certain way.
They
There's a
sure will.
difference when there is a man and a woman. They ain't got to be married, but when there's a man and a woman showing up for this child, as
That's
opposed
right.
to just a yelling, screaming woman, when they see that there's some articulation, there's some poise, that
Mm-hmm.
there's some quality behind this child.
Uh-huh.
Oh, there's a difference in how they're gonna treat you.
Absolutely. Absolutely. That's why I'm glad my ancestor, you came back. We wanted more information, and I'm glad. I'm gonna give you props. I mean, you were Johnny on the spot, okay? And did you meet the parents?
Yeah, I did, and they said thank you. Yeah.
Very good.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Was
That's
there
awesome. I'm
any
proud of
more,
you.
there
I
any more
am very
information?
proud of you.
Absolutely. Was there any more information about like the incident as far as what actually happened and all of that? Or you know, I'm just
Well,
kind of
they
curious.
didn't want me to be, I guess they're trying to keep everything private. They don't want, too much
Right. Yeah, that was
information.
good. You're right. They so
Somebody
they
somebody
you
slept
did,
on it and figured out that they was about to make a big mistake with how they were treating it. It sounded like, the school was
well,
to
I'm gonna
be,
say that. I'm
you
gonna
know.
say no, my answer. I'm gonna go ahead and give you some props. No, you stepped in and brought some attention to it, and they
Oh,
like,
absolutely.
oh, no, my answer. You was the game changer. Let's go ahead. Give me some props. You was the game changer.
You
Okay.
gave them something to think about for them to sit back and realize, you know what, we might need to handle this a little bit differently.
And
Yeah.
I did tell them about y'all. I said, well, I do know some brothers that are willing to step in as well about this situation.
There it is. There it is. Hey, and you know
No,
what's
you
crazy?
didn't.
You know what's crazy though? You saying something earlier about looking for a building that has residential and business zoning. I literally just had that conversation. As a matter of fact, when I said something about talking to Rodney earlier, that was one of the parts of the conversation where Rodney was, he was telling me about property his brother has and such, and I'm like, bro, I want to look at it because one of the things I would love to do is have a space that has living space in it as well as business, and just have that one monthly payment.
Right.
You know what I
You got
mean?
it
Like I'm
all in one.
paying.
Yeah. You got it all in
Yeah,
one
that would
spot.
be
Yeah.
dope. So
Yeah.
but yeah, either or. But I thought that was cool.
You can turn around and put it in, and then what you can do is do like Dick Gregory talked about, put it in a trust. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Yeah, and you can give it to your children or whoever you want to do.
So have that book showed up yet?
Yeah, the mail. Probably get it maybe this week.
No. I haven't mailed the second one yet. I'm still talking about the first one.
Oh no, I haven't received it yet. Mm-mm.
All right, yeah. Then that California, that's something going on with that. Yeah,
I used to work at the post office, and I know that's why when a lot of times when I order stuff, I tell people, hey, do your best. Maybe you just send it FedEx or something like that. Or
right.
I can tell you some stories about the post office.
Yeah. For the new people who's showing up here, successful people talk dreams and manifestation mindsets, but we still stuck. How many of you have let your dreams and manifestation that you thought, things that you're looking, but you allowed something else to distract you, get you unfocused, and you still find yourself stuck? Okay. Right? You still find yourself. Who do you blame?
Or other people who are constantly talking about how stuck they are, how much the white man got their foot on their neck, and they got all these problems, and they always pointing the finger everywhere else except to themselves. But when you hear successful people talk, and we ain't talking just Hollywood, we talking anybody. An article you read about someone who invented something and their success. Anytime you hear up anybody talking success, they usually mention something along the lines of dreams, manifestation, mindset. Mindset meaning goals, aspirations, things they had to do to focus, to overcome, to get to that point. But we still talk about being stuck. We can't get here because somebody else won't allow us. We can't do this because the minute you do, you're handing your power over to that.
Every time. So, you are here part of I'm Not Your Black podcast. I'm Not Your Black podcast. We here to try to drop some nuggets to cause people to think differently. We talk about everything that everybody don't only want to talk about. But our ultimate goal is to create that we just not about pointing fingers at somebody else, It's always that when you come here, we're gonna drop some nuggets about what you can do to change your. It's just we try to give solutions. We're not sick. Everybody else, all they want to do is blame, 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 blame. Point, point. I don't want to be in those type of space. I want to protect. I'm not gonna be involved with like. Okay, here I'm gonna try to give you some nuggets to try to bring people up that we talk about solutions, something to improve yourself so you can do something. So maybe when you wake up tomorrow, okay, you've heard something from I'm Not Joe Black podcast, or you heard something from Mr. Just Ask Joe or Uncle Me Sean or somebody on this here show and come up and say something that maybe help elevate you to think and behave differently. Okay. Because ultimately you are responsible for your own success. Am I right or wrong, Joe?
Absolutely, absolutely. You know, it all falls on you. No matter who might have started messing
Right.
with you, no matter
Right.
who might have created an ecosystem that didn't include you.
Right.
You know, no matter who might have created a capitalist system that didn't include you,
Right.
that didn't plan for you to be free. Guess what? In the end, it's all on you.
It's all on you. It's funny you just said it. Man, the slave, the original slave owners, okay, they turn it over in their grave. They see descendants of slaves here today, right? I mean, they never thought in a million years, okay, we'd be popping it the way we popping it, right? Am I right or wrong? I mean, give it out to the ancestors. If you part of an ancestor, that your seeding is here in 2025. What somebody in your ancestry had a dream for you. Mm, mm, mm. So let me say that again. Maybe y'all didn't catch what I just said. Someone in your ancestry, you are part of somebody.
I think the way the saying goes is something along the lines of you are your ancestors' greatest dream, something like that.
Yeah, it's something like that. If you are here today, you are the lineage of somebody. You are lineage of your ancestor that had a dream for you to represent them today. The question is, and that's what Andy, if Andy was here right now, I can hear Andy say, it's how what Andy would say. You know, my buddy Andy would say, how's it working for you? he said, Eddie used to say, we used to be in meetings and everything with all these people meeting, and he hear all those people crying and whining and everything, and talking about anything. And he said, so can I ask y'all something? You go, right, can I ask y'all something? You done made all that noise and this and that. And he come and say, and he paused and say, so how's it working for you? He said, if you still doing the same thing and you getting the same result, you need to be asking yourself, how's it working for you? He said, if you ain't, I mean, think about that. If you haven't thought about changing and you still talking about the same thing,